So I'm kind of mourning the PhD a little bit project wise. I'm continuing with my projects. They're personal and they're mine. They're just me. My projects were me. They were about self-reflection and that's not something that I can separate from my daily life. So I'm continuing with that. That was a gift and that I'm taking back. But I was merging my self-reflection project with my intended project the whole time was to convince the early childhood educators that I knew to see the journey that I was on as an educator, as an example, and that I would ask from them to just do what I had done, and in a very condensed way, with art, so that we could talk about it. And through the talking, I would get to know them better personally and their backstories. So, really, a nice little project. And the low battery light came on, sorry. A nice little project. And I think of great value. So I'm going to do it anyway. But now I have to do it without supervision and without guidance and without the blessings of the university, blah, 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 which is fine. And what that means is that I'm going to have to just reach out to each person individually and as an artist and ask if they would like to tell their story through my portrait of them and see what they say. And of course, tell them that I want to put together the stories of early childhood educators so that we can develop a more realistic and valuable, accurate picture with depth of who's actually working with children here in Montreal right now. And the value in that, right? It's so positive, so good. So I'm still very inspired actually by my actual interest in work. And I also talked to my mom yesterday. At some point, I showed her a synopsis of my overall approach to my childhood memories and how I'm turning all these paintings that I'm doing of family members into a story. But for what purpose? What does the story show, right? It's not about blame for bad parenting at all. It is the opposite. It is about celebrating the sensitivity in the parenting that allowed for all the best stuff of idealist, romantic hippiedom, right? Like, it was really great for many, many reasons. But in a context of a social context, that was impossible. I mean, I know that light must be bothering you. All right. So the social context, it was really hard, you know? And all the trauma that happened to me is like not my parents' fault. You know? I'm going to sneeze. Yes, sometimes my parents' fault. My father, in particular, was bad for me in many ways and hurt me often. Okay, so that was a problem. And his parenting was not good. He was immature. He was explosive. He was angry. He was scary. Okay, it's not good. But my mom more than made up for that. Okay. And if there hadn't been a horrible house fire, apartment fire over a restaurant, right? And we hadn't lost everything. And if I hadn't been separated from each parent for different reasons outside of anybody's control, especially mine, That's what traumatized me. And then I went to school and was abused. And so that traumatized me too. And I am resilient enough to be able to turn all of that into a gift so that others may know, if they don't already, that joy is possible. It's a noble truth. I just realized it. Okay, so that's the mission. So I have those 2 projects ongoing, and I'm very inspired, and I have a lot of energy to do them. And they're great. All right, bye.